Hey everyone, I am off work now. It has definitely been a rough day. I just wanted to come in here and make a video because I'm just feeling all sorts of things. I was not scared at all of this virus until probably today. I just feel like it's not the virus really that I'm scared of, it's the fact of how we are going about this. And I don't think that this is an effective method at all. When you come to say that you want to get tested for coronavirus, and I'm only speaking for Charlotte because I don't know how it is in other places, but from what I'm reading in New Jersey, California, I read about South Carolina, it's the same thing. So basically, people are coming to want to get tested for coronavirus. First of all, you can't just say you want to get tested for coronavirus just because. You have to have, of course, fever, cough, shortness of breath, things like that, and have been sick, or an exposure. So just, I don't even know where to start. I literally feel like I've seen multiple people today in Charlotte who could very good chance that they are positive for coronavirus, but they cannot be tested. And these drive-through centers that Trump is talking about and other places are talking about, it makes it sound like you can just drive up there, just pop a test, and you're done. And that's not how it works. Like, you have to answer a lot of questions. You have to fit a certain risks, so that you're either a high risk or a low risk or a possible risk. And if you are a low risk patient, I just want people to be advised and be honest with you, you're not going to get a test. And I know that sounds harsh, and I'm probably not going to leave this video up very long, honestly, because I just want to be honest with like my family and my friends. But you're probably not going to get a test, being that what they're telling young people, like for example, we saw some people today who are young, and high fevers, shortness of breath, negative for flu, negative for strep. And really, we all pretty much know that there's a high chance that they're positive. There are people who have traveled recently, have been on flights to different states, and they're still considered a low risk. So because they're a low risk, because of their age, they're not going to get a test. So when they leave the ER or the urgent care or testing center or whatever, and they're told that they don't have the flu, they don't have strep, they just feel like they just have a cold. And that's not really accurate. So like, you may have a cold, you may have bronchitis, or you may have coronavirus. So like, I just advise people that if you have a high fever and you have a cough and you feel very short of breath, and you're young, okay, I'm just letting you know now, you're not going to get a test. There's not enough tests, and they're not telling people that there's not enough tests in the US for everyone to get a test who has a fever. So they're saving these tests for coronavirus for immunocompromised patients and older patients. There's just simply not enough tests here yet. I don't know when there will be more tests. I don't know if there's more tests coming. I don't even know if there's going to ever be some more masks coming for us, or supplies, or anything like that. But all I know is that there's not enough tests for everyone to be tested. So I'm just going to be honest with you. If you do have a fever, high fever, and you're young, just be aware that if you go somewhere, all you're going to get to know is that you don't have the flu and you don't have strep. But you're not going to get a definite answer saying, yes, you have coronavirus. You're going to get, there's a possibility, but as of right now, you're not a high-risk patient to be tested. So I just want people to be aware, because just because you leave and we're telling you don't have the flu, you don't have strep, it does not mean that you're not contagious. Like, you are still contagious, and you really should stay away from, especially elderly people. Really, you should put yourself in isolation for 2 weeks. And we cannot tell you that because we cannot diagnose you with coronavirus because you have not been tested, because there aren't enough tests. So I just wanted to let you guys know there is this issue all over the country, really all over the world. And just be honest with you guys, because people are coming thinking, oh, it's easy, you know, whoever thinks they have it, they can come get it tested. And that's not the case. Even if you think you have it, if you're not a high-risk person or high-risk patient, meaning you've been exposed directly to somebody who's positive, you've been to China or you've been to Italy, you're not going to get a test unless you're immunocompromised or unless you're older. So that does not mean just go out and hang out outside. Everyone really at this point, I thought it was a bit dramatic, honestly, but everyone at this point really should be staying away from people if you can do that. If you can work from home, you should do that. You should not be going to malls. And everyone out here at Walmart and Costco and all that stuff, like, I literally went into the supermarket right now to get a couple of items that I need, and I didn't even want to be around a bunch of people in there. And I've been around sick people all day long. So my mom's birthday is this week, and you know, we have plans to do something, and I had to call her today and tell her, like, you know, the responsible thing to do is literally just tell my mom, like, I'm sorry, it's your birthday, but I'm not going to see you for 2 weeks on purpose, even though you live like 15 minutes away from me. And the reason being is because I'm not sick, I'm fine, but I do have close contact and exposure with people who possibly do have coronavirus. And if I do have it, to be honest, I'll be completely fine, but my parents might not. And so right now I can be considered like a carrier and not even know that I have something, and be around my parents who are older and their immune system is not as great and they're not able to fight it. So I just told my mom, like, you know, we're going to celebrate your birthday at a later time, because I am not going to take the risk of being around people who are immunocompromised or older, knowing that I've been exposed to people who possibly do have coronavirus. So, and even though I've worn all the protective equipment that I possibly needed, I still don't trust that, because these are my parents, they're my mom and my dad, and I'm not gonna put them at risk for something that the government is not even sure about, you know, doctors aren't really 100% sure about, and I'm just not going to. So that's basically what I want to tell everybody. It's like, stay smart out here, you know, wash your hands, don't be coughing into the air. I've seen people do this today, and I had to tell patients, like, you need to cover your mouth with your elbow. You need to do this. Like, I just don't understand how people don't know this by now. But just be smart out here. Don't be crazy, and don't be, you know, losing your minds, but just be smart out here. And if you can stay at home, stay at home. Like, there's no reason to come out here at this time. You may not be the person who gets super sick from this, but you could be the person that gets someone else super sick from this. So just try to stay away, period, from people. And that's, like, honestly the best thing you can do for yourself and everybody else right now. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.